Hi everyone, welcome back to your Moon in Aries reading. This reading is, of course, timeless and signless, as you guys know. And it doesn't matter what time you're watching it or what your astrological placements are. If you're here and it's manifested for you, then there's something in here for you. Of course, practice discernment, which means, of course, feeling into the energies. If it feels like it resonates, then keep that in mind and look for confirmation. If you don't feel that it resonates, then hold it in your back pocket and wait and see how the energies unfold. And as usual, I just want to let you guys know that I do not live alone in this world, clearly, as much of a hermit as I try to be. And so you will hear noises coming from outside. I'm learning. We're all learning here, okay? We're doing our best. So let's just jump right in to this reading. We're going to take a look at the moon in Aries. I do have to say that, of course, we have Aries energy. It's in here, but I'm kind of like, where is you at? You know, it's feeling like tucked in fire energy. So it's like, imagine if you have all of this dough, 1 minute, 11 seconds, get it? You know, if you have dough and you're just kneading it and kneading it. Imagine if you took up a nice little flap of that dough and you put something in it. And then you pick up another flap and you put something else in it. You know what that is? That's the fire energy. That's analogous to the fire energy that I'm picking up on, how it's tucked in to this like other covering. And what's the other covering, you may ask? Well, it's water. It feels like water to me. But as the guides are saying, thanks guys. As the guides are saying, soon we're going to see steam and sizzling, because guess what happens when you add fire to water? Okay, you know. Okay, that being ahead. Oh wow. Okie dokie pokes. We're just gonna go ahead and lay some cards. God is good. Oh, somebody who has a shop, I'm getting, is gonna be getting quite a boost soon. God bless you. It also feels like gasoline. Oh, I was like, does this person own a gas store, gasoline store? But I feel like it. Oh, look, there's Aries energy. I was gonna say, but I feel like it's actually gasoline. Why did I was gonna say, I had the thought, gasoline. Remember? And the minute I went to say gasoline, like that popped into my brain. 2 minutes 37 seconds. It feels almost like pouring gasoline onto something, which hello, I'm talking about Aries energy. All right, so I do want to make a quick comment because I see this bring love into the situation. I feel that there is the propensity. Now, the reason why they're using the word propensity is because it's not only a comment on the fact that at this time there may be a propensity for this, but also because if this part of the reading is for you, there usually tends to be a tendency towards blowing up on somebody. Okay, so I do see that energy there. You do want to watch that kind of fire expression, because we love fire. Fire as an element has so many wonderful qualities, but who wants a flamethrower taken to them? No, nobody. You don't want a flamethrower taken to you, so listen, step away from the flamethrower. Now, if you want to offer fire to someone, why don't you go ahead and ask, hey, need a light, and then boom, just kidding. No, then just gently give them a light, or say, hey, would you like to sit around this toasty garbage can fire with me, or wherever, fire pit. God bless. But the point here, on all seriousness, is that we do have fire energy that is going to be taking, let's say, flight. And the fact that they said flight gives me a little bit of aqua energy in the sense of Aquarius energy. Okay, remember, Aquarius is an earth sign. Earth sign, what am I saying? Why did that come out? I meant to say air sign. Hey, maybe someone needs to hear it that way. Aquarius is an air sign. Wait. I was like, where's Aquarius right now? Okay. It depends on your placements. Why did they say that? Okay, anyway. Aquarius is an air sign. But a lot of people may perceive of it or think of it as a water sign because of the letters aqua. But you know, to be honest, when I feel into Aquarius energies, it really depends on when I'm feeling it. Sometimes it feels electric, sometimes it feels watery, but always with a little bit of a electric spark to it, and sometimes it feels like air. To me, it really, the way I perceive of it, it really depends on how close to the earth it is. I hope that makes sense. Because when I perceive of Aquarius energy, I see it like a messenger that moves vertically. So if it's way out there, bringing something back, or reaching for something that is, we would consider innovative, it feels like electricity to me. If it's close to the earth, sometimes, especially if it's in hiding, and don't ask what I mean by this, just receive it, it feels like water. And anywhere in between there, it can be air. And the guides are saying when it's in air mode, it's camouflage, because air in that sense can be higher up than we expect, or it could be lower to the closer to the earth than we expect. Okay, just do your best to understand. And if you can't understand it, because I listen to the way I'm describing it, because I'm using language and you're listening to language, we both want to connect on a mental level. But you have to understand that I'm using language and mental energy to the best as I can to explain an energetic concept. And I can't even use the concept. Energetic frequency that comes across to me as a feeling and a sensation. Okay, so do you. Yeah, I'm gonna do me, you're gonna do you. Let's see, the guides are saying that the way that you may be feeling, whoever you are, or you collectively, or us in general, the way we may perceive and feel Aquarius energy hitting us is through music. Okay, I know we always think, oh, it's through innovation, like science and tech and, you know, cutting edge, and yeah, we get that. But the guides are saying right now, it's through music. I mean, right now, comma, the guides are saying one of the ways is through music. They're also giving me the words macaroni and cheese, so that's for somebody. If you know, if you're hovering over a bowl, or if that means something to you, please listen to that part. Violin music is coming through, and they're talking about the feverishness and the pitch and the of a violin as it comes through, as it pierces, as it announces, here I am. Okay, but now they're going back to this idea of Aquarius and earth energy, because remember they earlier said Aquarius is an earth sign, even though I meant to say air sign, right? Now they're showing the violin as a wooden instrument, earth. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay, I get it. They're like, hey, I'm like, hey. So funny. Earth in the sense of, I want to say being a conduit, even though we're like, earth, conduit, but you know, earth being that channeling body through which the electricity, the innovation, the spark, the electric energy of the Aquarius energy is broadcast. Okay, so think about it this way. They're likening a violin, the sound that it emits, the feverishness, the dynamism, the line of the, it's not, if you think about a violin, the sound isn't like drumming, or no, it's like okay, I'm not making it right, but whatever, you get it. It's stroke, 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 stroke. Sometimes it could be an elongated stroke, sure, but it's a stroke. And so that, if you think about it in that way, that is like the electrical energy of Aquarius. But guess what? It's broadcast through earth. This is what they're saying, the element of earth. In some way, it's broadcast through the element of earth, and they're saying amplified. Now, I know we're like, how could earth amplify that? Don't think too much into earth as the soil, because then you're going to get a little lost. Think about, feel the energy of the earth, as they're saying, and it rumbles with that shock and that piercing energy. And, you know, in the analogy of the violins playing and the sounds and stuff, guess what's the wood? Guess what's the earth? Giving the producing the broadcast. It's the violin. Okay, get a God. Anyway, so interesting that they are talking about it that way. Surrender to the divine. They say that, because you guys know anyway, moving on. Let me take a sip of water. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, yes. And those, I know you guys probably hear me drinking water, and let's just all enjoy the quenching sounds of that. I'm seeing here that there is a cycle that is, they're saying almost through. Now, when I see that, and they're showing me it in this, see this cute little moon here, and then see this cute little moon here. Here we see it's like almost done, or well, of course it's, anyway. We see how we've got a little sliver. But anyway, the point that they're trying to say is they use those two to kind of show that there's a cycle that's almost through. But I'm getting this feeling of kind of being in, it's almost like at the end of the semester, about 3 weeks towards the end of a months-long semester. That's the analogy here. And what's happening is we've got some exams. We've got exams. This is what's happening. We're in exam territory. As I looked up here, I saw 11. 11 right now is giving me heavy Aquarius energy. And when I say heavy Aquarius energy, how some people, I think they call it synesthesia, where some people, the way that their brain works neurologically is that they may smell colors, or they may taste a word, or just whatever. This is that kind of energy where it's like, oh yeah, 11 is like the energy feels very similar to Aquarius, and we don't know why, but they're choosing to mention that. This is going to be for somebody here. Oh, thank you. They're also saying this is the connection also. They're saying it's the 11th hour. This is the 11th hour. Oh my God, as I looked at my clock, it said 12 minutes. Okay? Yes, it's the 11th hour. And if you're not familiar with that saying, it being the 11th hour, it means, hey, you better hurry up because the deadline is almost here. So what's the deadline, Jay? I don't know. It really depends, what your deadline is going to depend on you. And that's why we have personal readings. And I don't even really feel that you need a personal reading to try to understand that. Just know that there's something that you're working on as a spirit, as a soul, that is coming to a close. And we're all collectively going through exams of our own right now. I'm getting the image of a car that's related to somebody. Okay, so keep that in mind. Oh yeah, it's getting very close, this energy. They're saying also there's going to be a little bit of a big bang kind of energy, and that big bang is going to be the way that they're showing me, it's going to represent when a huge energy hits the earth, hits your field. Okay, sometimes when we're talking about the collective energy, of course, but please do not get it mixed up. We're always going to be talking to you individually, having a co-creative experience, but ultimately having your own personal cycle. And so while we all are going to be receiving some sort of big bang or big, I don't want to say shock, because you're going to think shock like, oh my God, I'm revelation and I'm scared. I'm talking about big bang, like a shock to, like the energy is going to hit your field. Now, the guides had been talking about December and January producing a lot of energy for us. So really taking the time now to really chip away at what's going on inside of us would behoove us, right? So that we don't get too jolted later on. But I'm not sure necessarily if that's what they are referring to. But either way, think about this big bang as being that energy that we saw, thinking about it as Aquarius heading up into the ethers, way out into space as an electrical bolt, receiving what it needs to receive, coming right back down to bring it in, and it's traveling as electricity. Then it enters a certain threshold, it becomes air and is camouflaged until it becomes that water and it hits us. But you have to remember, oh, they're also pointing out we just had the full moon Pisces. Yeah, so listen, Aquarius is out here, okay? But that water is not your typical, water. It's electrified. All right, so it's got voltage to it. It's got ions, I guess. So things are happening. But anyway, we see this as this beautiful, cute little crab. Let's pull it out. Whoopsies. Getting another car reading as I did this. This is for somebody. There's a car connection here for somebody. Not sure how. Oh, there's also a wedding connection here. I'm getting a groom. There's a masculine energy, a groom or a groomsman feels very much like a groom. So I don't know if the two are related, but just, the guides always point out these symbols because it gets to certain people, okay? Now, this beautiful crab that's heading towards, this is clearly the moon, but don't get caught up on that. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Excuse me. I don't want this to blow off the roof here. Hold on. Thank you for waiting. Yes, so think about this as the earth and that electrical impulse coming straight down, okay? So it's going to be hitting us individually and collectively. Now, what's going to happen? You see this show, the world, the real you, and I know that we're looking at this we're looking at the moon in Aries, I get it, but this is coming through because guess what? Aries isn't the only energy in the air, and it may not even be the most dominant, right? We're doing an energy reading based on what is out there and what is most appropriate for you guys to hear at this time. But anyway, they're saying show the world the real you. Now, the reason why they're saying that, what is this card underneath? Okay. The reason why they're saying that is because once these energies hit your field, oh my God. Oh, speak on it. Oh, okay. I'm getting two things coming up. Okay. This is fun. Once these energies, I'm so excited. Once these energies come down, it's going to show two things. Number one, listen, it's going to show you're Dr. Hyde. If you're a smiley person, and you're all this and that, but really you're a hellion underneath, a hellcat, an alley cat, that's going to show up. If you are a villain and people really think you are a villain and this and that, but you're actually the sweetest little, cute little like sunflower, they're going to see that. This is the real coming out. And that's why the guides are like, listen, we out here, we're just trying to let you know, maybe you might want to get sweeping, that's you sweeping, some of this stuff that you've got inside this Antigone. Antigone? Anyway, it's this antagonistic energy that you don't realize you're walking around with. As A Course in Miracles teaches us, if you're in victim mode, if you see the world as attacking you, listen, I'm just going to stop you right there. You are the culprit. You attack the world, and so you perceive of attack. And again, if that makes you angry, look at that. Don't attack me. Don't at me, right? Look at that. Seek first to understand and then to be understood. Or rather, just seek first to understand and that's it. But the second thing that they're saying when they say that the real you is going to come out is that your real self, in the sense that let's say you're a construction worker this time around on this planet, but in other lifetimes you may have been a medical doctor or some type of professional in your healing, and you in this lifetime, for whatever reason, your spirit chose to have the experience of being a construction worker and maybe working with your hands. What if you're like I was gonna say, I'm trying to talk and they're moving over me. I was gonna say a surgeon, but they're saying sergeant. Well, gosh, oh Lord, Oh Lord. Okay. Another level. Let's go with that. Let's say that you. Oh, okay. So anyway, that aspect of you is going to come out. That part of you. So let's say you were a surgeon in many lifetimes or something. This lifetime you're a construction worker. You might start to realize your interest change. An aspect of you that is more medical oriented is going to come through. But the thing, I had to laugh because they said sergeant, which is a reference to a military background, obviously. And I had to laugh because I know I have a lot of military in my you wouldn't tell, right? Look at me, I'm like not feeling ashamed, but let's just say off-planet military stuff. I don't want to talk about it. At this lifetime, what am I? I'm a teacher. I'm doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm at home most of the times. But the point is that let's say in this lifetime the guides are pushing you towards a certain field. Let's say you want to get into medical stuff or whatever, and then boom, this energy that hits your field exposes who you really are. Guess what? If you were some chop shop sergeant and you were not at your highest, or you just have this major militant energy, you want to it's going to come out. And listen, nobody wants you as their cardiac surgeon this time around, or their pediatrician, if you're going to be carrying that kind of aggressive, strategic, tactile, enforcement, military energy. So Spirit is saying it's like when the two worlds connect, when the two worlds collide, rather. And now I'm getting the energy of a kaleidoscope, because when we hear the word collide, we think, right? And then, oh my God. But actually, the way they're saying it is like these energies from these different aspects of you, from different lifetimes, coming together, and like a kaleidoscope, regrouping, reorienting themselves, vying for position, and then producing a new, let's say, personality profile / pattern for you. So if you are trying to do something in this lifetime, or you're of one, should I say yoke? I don't know. When this revelatory energy hits your field, remember, they're saying Uranus. Thank you, Uranus. Leader of Aquarius, of course. It's in the air right now, right? In the sign of Taurus. There's the earth sign. The guys are like, get with the program. I'm trying. Right? We have that. We have that Uranus energy in the sign of Taurus right now. Of course, that's destiny, that North Node situation. You guys got to check out your friendly astrologer, shout out at the One Woman Show. You can find her through my page if you're not already following her. She knows more about the astrological technicalities. I'm just feeling the energies, okay? She also does intuitive work as well, so shout out. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is when that revelatory energy hits your field, done. That's like colliding energy. So please imagine having your guide say, hey, the real you, quote unquote, let's put it that way, more of the real you is going to come in. And when they say real you, there are many real yous, right? But this you is going to be representative of a certain aspect of you from a past lifetime or from a future lifetime or whatever. And those past and futures, please know they don't exist. Everything is now parallel. That's just, but from our linear minds as human beings, that's just how we're hardwired. We are going to perceive of it as some of those things coming from past and some of those things coming from the future, okay? Or parallel, But anyway, at the same time, current time. But anyway, my point is that when these energies hit, and this aspect of you, for some of you, I'm getting 2 to 3, oh my God, 2 to 3 aspect, good Lord. I'm getting, for some of you, it may even be a little baby energy, because remember, we've lived lifetimes where we came in as a little baby, and God bless, we passed on. It was fully our decision from a soul's perspective. So before you get in your feelings and you start, we understand, but yeah. So, but these are parts of your soul that may come in to have this experience, and they're going to kaleidoscope together with your current personality, and just like the kaleidoscope parts, they move around a bit and then they lock into place. Everyone will have a space. Oh, this part of you, that part of you, and then you, and that's why we're able to be hit with innovative ideas when Uranus is around, when Aquarius energy is around, because it's usually about energies coming in, hitting our field, jostling for position, kicking up low frequencies, making you see things that aren't there because you're just seeing, thank you Pisces, you're just seeing illusions because you have the skin of your distortions hanging around, and your conscious mind is just seeing falseness, okay? But when you start to learn to perceive with your senses, which the guides have been trying to get all of us to do for the past few months, actually. I remember way back in February, they really started hitting us with this. Go back and check the readings. But discernment, awareness, building your awareness, awakening, trying to understand, most recently sitting still with yourself, trying to feel your energy as how you are independently of other things. Because, as they said, when stuff starts hitting your field, you need to start to feel it. You can feel it a mile away. Look, we're sitting here talking about these energies and they're not here yet. So we can feel it if you start to really tap in. Some of you are going to get star status is what I'm getting. So some of you may elevate in stature, and that will be a reward is what I'm getting. Very much a reward. Very much a reward. For what? For a job well done. What's the job? Getting your stuff together. Now, you don't even waste your time right now thinking, have I been getting my stuff together? Don't worry about it. You don't have the ability to see from where you are right now. That's like asking, am I going to meet this around the corner? You can't see around the corner from where you are. So don't start, ghosting yourself into feelings that aren't real. Like, oh, now I feel grief, now I feel shame, now I feel resentment against myself, now I feel anger, I feel guilt because I didn't do. Listen, that's how when we're playing chutes and ladders, that's how you head down a chute. C-H-U-T-E. I love that. I can spell that. Get it? I love spelling. So stop faking yourself into these feelings that aren't real. Just get over it. Just trust that what's meant for you is going to be for you. But I definitely see, and they keep saying sutures, when we're sewing things in, I'm seeing them sewing in bandages, not bandages, badges, thank you. They're sewing in badges into your energetic field because you've been elevated. Somebody here may even end up getting another tattoo around the upper left shoulder, around the inside of their left forearm. I'm trying to feel if other places, maybe somebody water related, you might, like you're into water a lot, you may get some little tattoo on one of your right toes, middle, second digit or third digit, God bless you, right? And as they're saying that, they're like tickling your foot underneath, so you might actually feel a sensation to let you know, hey, it's you, we're talking to you. So anyway, I'm also getting the perception of rain right now. So somebody, if you're experiencing rain right now where you are, that could also be for you. They're saying, hey, great job. But please, again, do not get yourself into these fake feelings like, oh no, did I do well? I'm not doing well. I need to do better. Or, because that's just all fake. You're not going to be able to know. Okay? Just let it go. Just say, yay, all of us. Or none of us. Just kidding. No. Let's say some. Some means at least one, if we're going for logic. So anyway, God is good. I'm hearing record deal. So somebody here, who are you? God bless you. Record deals coming for you. Ooh. I wonder if I know who that is. Okay, anyway. Any hoodles. So to summarize, they really are hitting us hard with this energy about Aquarius energy that's doing its stuff right now, giving everybody an opportunity right now to shape up, clear out, get yourself together. Now here comes Aries. Use the Aries energy, and I'm hearing use the template. Now let's talk about this. This is a concept they're describing to me, and I don't know it like book wise. I didn't study this anywhere, but I know it's true because the way they're describing it. They're saying tap into your Aries, Aries elemental. Aries elemental template. So imagine that we have templates throughout us, this template, energetically. And one of those templates is of Aries / fire element energy. Tap into that. Your fire body, I'm trying to find the words that match the energy. Your Aries energy template. Your fire. Oh, that's it. Your fire template. Tap into your fire template. And they're saying of your fire templates, you can have multiple kinds, some of which do not even appear on this planet. Of course, we know fire, and we can think about Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. These are different fire feelings, and then within there, each of these, we have different what's the word, I don't know, amplitude, but think about other flames. Think about the violet flame, right? Violet flame of Saint Germain, God bless. Think about threefold flame. Think about flames, just other types of fires that we don't see in the physical here, that we don't really even speak about much. So anyway, long story short, tap into your fire template. And they're saying just tap into it and see if you can call upon it. You call upon it carefully, and you call upon it. I just you heard me say, and because I my throat just constricted a little bit, because they're saying be mindful when you call upon these energies. Don't say I call upon the fires of all. Don't do that. This is not the channel. If that's you, this is not the channel for you. We're not. I'm not sitting here telling you to call upon the fires of Mordor or Sauron or whatever. This is all east, west, no. All I'm saying is keep it real. You can even hold yourself, you can tap yourself, and you can say, I call upon the most appropriate flame, if you will, for me. Keep it simple. You will never on my channel hear about super complicated, complex stuff. At least I don't want to say never, because I'm channeling, and maybe one day they'll be like, hey Jay, and I'm like, just keep it simple, because where we are, we're still awakening, we're still trying to understand. And so when we are starting to dip ourselves in, the guides are showing you dip your toe in the water. You don't just water, let me just jump head first in. Yeah, break your neck because you don't know how deep it is. Oh, the water is actually too much salt. You're gonna dry out. Oh, it's acid in that water. We don't know. So Spirit is saying it's the same with spiritual principles and energies. We just keep it simple. So call upon God first, source energy, whatever word doesn't trigger you to resist, higher self if you'd like, and you just ask and you say, my intention is to create a project that, and then you describe it, but please make sure that you're do you, but make sure that you're trying to do something that, thank you, is in service to others. When you're in service to others, you're in service to yourself. Case closed. And I don't mean that unhealthy service to self, okay? I'm talking about that I'm taking care of my health and well-being from a higher perspective. And I know that when I'm dropping into who I really am, and I'm connecting and aligning with source energy and the heart of source energy, I know that I can do nothing but be of service, because now I can be used to help others while I learn and help myself. Okay, so when you state that intention, and then you say, I would like to call upon the flame within, or the flame of God that is most appropriate for me and my health and well-being, and what I would like to do this, and you make sure that you ask Spirit to be involved the whole way. And if it's something that's going to hurt you or other people, you ask for it to be nullified. That's it. Spirit is like, how could we ever hurt, right? Get it. Get it, okay? What happens is we get hurt when we start to misalign. And the thing is that a lot of times we don't know when we're misaligning. And so that's why we need to call upon Spirit to be our guide as we move forward. But we think for ourselves. You know, we do our best. But, oh, there it is. They're like, yeah, just go ahead and point. Okay. Oh, love. Yes, thank you. It's synonymous. Bring love into the situation, surrender to the divine. You might be like, but Jay, why are we like being all redundant and stuff? Bring love and then surrender to the divine. Because we're still struggling to understand what love is. You know, plain and simple. You know, is it and just simple stuff. No, let me not say that. Not simple from our perspective, because you know I'm struggling. You know, but from their perspective, because we can't see the whole thing. Somewhere up high enough, we realize, oh, it's all the same thing. But down here, things seem different, right? But many of us don't understand what love is, and you see this struggle because then when we're like, oh, well, if I take this action. Is it in my best interest or is it not? Is me giving my food to this person, half my sandwich to this person, an act of love for them or an act of self-love? It really depends on the circumstances. You know this, guys. Sometimes you give and it's from the goodness of your heart, but then when you really look deeper, you realize, oh my God, that was just me giving myself away, because if I were really thinking about myself, I would have saved this for myself. Sometimes we think we're doing something in the interest of self-love. Oh, okay, I love myself. I'm great. I'm wearing my crown, whatever you want to say. And then we keep it. And then it's like the lesson came later. It's like, oh, actually, that was a moment for you to give and be out. So it's like, God, what do you want? And that's what we're all working towards understanding. And that goes to show you how we are not able to see. But what we can do is invite source energy. You saw I was like this because it wants to show, oh, we're coming through this Aquarius energy. Boink. Like a freight train. So, oh no, scared. So when we allow and we surrender to something higher than ourselves and we do our best, we understand that all we need to do is keep doing our best and keep committing and recommitting to setting our compass to the highest of directions and do our best to really try to interpret that as we go along, okay? Close to, oh yeah, you're very close to achieving your goals. That's what it said. Okay, when I opened it, I just looked at that. But anyway, the guides, yeah, remember they said that something's almost done. We saw this. It's almost time. It's almost time, guys. Oh, I do have to go because, you know, my other job just started. And sorry. My fake job, 37 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:10. You know, the job that, like, you know, pays all my stuff and gives me benefits. Thank you, God. But I can't leave you without this because the guides are bringing in these big cards today. These are the big cards, you know, I use when I'm really bringing in higher energies. Earth Star Chakra, initiation. Initiation. Freedom. Bump, 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 bump. Super Aquarian energy coming through with this. Look at this. Freedom. With your energy, look at it. Your energy eyeballs. Water, journey to wholeness. Yep. Energy coming straight down to the earth. Feeling very Aquarius with this. Guess what? There's the water, right? By the time it gets to us, yeah, look at that. And they're saying the reason why it's great to have this energy come through water sometimes and come through as water sometimes is because it helps to be less of a shock to our senses, right? If it just came down straight up as this Aquarius energy, this Uranus energy, if it just came down straight as that lightning bolt, a lightning bolt that was so strong that it existed beyond, you know, this entire earth and everything was out there, and it came down and hit us with that, it'd just be too much. So we have this air and then water kind of being this what's the word, insulation, is that what I was going to say? Kind of yeah, anyway, you guys get it. And so God is good, and so are you guys. So anyway, I do have to go. God bless. God bless. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I just saw you're welcome. Yeah, listen, we have to say thank you. Thank you so much to our spirit teams, our angels. I called them in, and you're here, and you called them in, and we called them in together. And we're just so thankful to be in this day and age where we can receive all of this energy and all of this information and not have to, thank you. Just thank you. So let's just do our part of it. Let's do our homework. Let's get our egos out of the way. Let's love ourselves. And loving ourselves looks like, hey, I may have fallen off today. I'm back on it tomorrow. Hey, I need to take tomorrow off. I'll get on it the day after. But Spirit, I'm going to maintain my contact with you throughout. And if I have to message you, like, I'm just going to take the day off, do it. But we're here together. We're walking this together, and I'm aware of you, and I'm putting myself here to be aware of you. They're so funny. They're like, they're like, you're not aware of us at all. It's like, oh, guys, we got a negative on that. Because look, that's us looking forward. And they're like, you don't even know. And they're right. We don't even know. We don't even know. Because you guys know why we don't know, right? 40 minutes, 40 seconds. We are incapable of knowing. So please do not sit here and argue with people about religion and about spirituality and about what I'm saying, I'm channeling and this and that. Listen, don't be about that stick in the mud. Understand, nobody knows. And the reason why you don't know and I don't know and that person doesn't know is because we are limited just even by our species. We cannot know certain things. You want to see what's coming down the line, you're better off asking your cat sometimes. You're better off asking the animals when they start to feel the earth rumble and when they smell the aura off that person that's coming towards you. We don't know. And so we do our best to do what? Let's play a quick little, see if we remember our notes. What did the guides say? What have the guides been saying for the past few weeks? They said, you can continue the sentence, when we are in a world where we do not know, we cannot see, what is the best approach? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? All of the above. If you chose C, and the magic answer that you probably didn't hear, I don't know. If you chose C, the best thing to do is remain flexible in your ideology. You would be correct. That's it. Just be flexible. Do your best to be flexible and tap into you. Homie down the street said this worked for them. That's great. You listen, you feel into your energies. Could this work for me? I don't know. Let me sit on it a few days after I pray to my team to help, and my higher self, who's part of my team actually, to help me consider that. Meanwhile, I can do my homework, my leg work. I can do other things, and I'll just know. But if you wanna, instead tell that person down the street how what they're doing isn't right for them and if they blah blah blah, or you want to think it's not right for me and this and that, or if you want to jump on it and say, oh, this is perfect for me and because they are doing it, listen, that's just craziness. Everything has to be felt through for a little bit, contemplated, and then you do your best. And the minute you feel like, oh, okay, maybe this might not be for me, before you chuck it, you keep your prayers going, you put it in your back pocket, you continue a little bit. Sometimes we receive before it's time to achieve. Sometimes we get these things, the answer comes to us before we know what the question is. And you see people just dismissing people very quickly. So on TV and YouTube and all these, these canceling people and the news and this and that, don't even get into that. Just jump out. That's them living in their world, and they will experience the effects of the world that they live in. Okay? And just like you will experience the effects of the world you live in. If you want to commingle and harmonize with their mentality and ideology, then the two of you will live the effects of the world that you're co-creating. You get my point? If you want to align with other kinds of energies, you bubble away from that with your cute little bubble. By harmonizing with other things, you remain flexible. And if you need to know what that means, get quiet, chat with your guides. If the answer doesn't come immediately, guess what that means? You just need to sit with it a little bit more. Okay. Anyway, guys, moving forward, we're going to keep practicing these things. So just to leave you with the last thing here. Oh, yay. Oh, 44 minutes and 44 seconds. The last thing we're going to leave you with is, remember, the guides are saying, we understand, as A Course in Miracles teaches us, that we are incapable of seeing past our distortions. Okay, so that means we're not seeing properly. We're only seeing that which we project onto the world. And so we may feel, hey, a little bit defeatist and say, well, how can I ever win? This is not about winning. This is understanding how to surrender and call upon higher frequencies to help you make your way out of distortion. And that's why Spirit says a little bit of willingness is all that it takes. Okay. Anyway, gotta go. Super late to work. Oh my God, 15 minutes late. God is good, and so are you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or an energy healing session with me, please do reach out. You know where to find me. I haven't gone anywhere. Look for my Etsy page, okay? Until then, God bless. Thank you so much to our teams, our guides, everybody. God bless. They're like, bye. I'm like, bye. We're like, bye. And in the meantime, why don't you guys check out these videos? Until then, mwah.